This episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Eye Candy by Lily. Eye Candy by Lily, it's more than just beauty. It's more than just enhancements. It's everything you need at your fingertips. She has 20 to 23 millimeter lashes, butterfly lashes, colored lashes, rhinestone lashes, eyeliner, lip liner, lip gloss, press on nails, everything you need to look right for you, your man, and everybody else. So head on over to her website, eyecandybylily.com. Same thing for Instagram, Twitter, and check out what she got going on.
Looking for sound effects myself.
Oh, dang. Are you comfortable? You said no? Are you ready?
Yeah, I look good today.
I was just talking to somebody about that show. I was like, I don't want to go to I can't go to boarding school now. I never wanted to go to boarding school, but if I had to, I wanted to be that one.
Do you want one?
Yeah. It was in Malibu on the beach, 24/7.
Seemed fun.
That's what I'm saying.
I think that's what they was trying to do. Make kids, want to do that.
But they don't realize their boarding school not like that. They're probably going to run away. You talking about me.
I could yawn.
Yawn in the mic. Wake it up. Are my eyes open?
You know what I was going to say? Cooking with Kaya. Cooking with Kaya. Yeah, your eyes open. Okay. They're just little.
All right. Welcome back to another episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto.
Right there.
It's been a while.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat. Step two, step two, step two, step two, step two. You get up, and I'll let you know.
All right.
Good intro, you know what I'm saying?
We got a fork here. Come on, we never gonna get to the episode.
All right.
What's been going on?
Nothing. Life still the same.
It's still the same.
Still at stupid CBS. Still fighting homeless. Still kicking them out.
I be telling people about you all the time. My friend is a lawyer.
Yeah. Out here in these streets.
Top flight security.
What they say, you ain't outside ATL, get in there. Outside ATL, get in there. No, you're not. And you ain't ever fight no homeless.
To be from ATL, you gotta fight a homeless for
Yep. That's your
initiation.
That's your initiation. Fighting a homeless. Getting into it with a homeless. Having a homeless talk to you crazy.
We saw a lot of them last night.
Oh yeah, we did. Every city got their homeless. You just gotta go to the right part of downtown. It's gonna be homeless.
Yeah, we was club hopping last night. There was so many homeless people.
It was.
And they were low key partying too. With some of them.
I would be if I was homeless.
Remember
and
that
I was
one?
on clubs. I would have me a drink and be out there having fun too. Look, I'm supposed to be sad because I'm homeless.
Remember that one that was like.
Oh, walking down the street. Yeah. They also was probably cracked out too. So some would be cracked out and getting drinks.
We will be praying for those people.
Right.
The club last night was fun. Some of them were a little like, okay, what's happening here? Others like, okay, the music is right, the vibe.
My God, have y'all ever seen a gay? We don't know if he was Mexican or Indian.
Dog.
And I'm not saying they don't exist, but it's not something you really see that often. And he was like, I would say this. I think that black females, as a whole, we love gays.
We do.
We gonna hype them up. We
They
gonna
just
dance
a
with
good
y'all.
time.
Y'all a good time. And that's exactly what we was doing with him. And his friend even was like, what did he say?
He was like, my gay homeboy.
Yeah.
I appreciate y'all for hyping him up.
Yeah.
You know when y'all dancing with him like this.
Yeah. Like we was letting him dance on us, you know what I mean? Like, he was throwing it back. And all I'm gonna say is I was surprised because I've never seen that before. I've seen the white gays, I've seen the black gays. I've seen maybe a little bit of the Hispanic gays, but not really.
I've seen some Hispanic gays.
Yeah, but not Mexican or Indian.
I think it was dark. I don't know what it was.
But it was one of the two.
Yeah.
It was between one
and
of
by
the
that time, I think we were, 2 drinks in?
Yeah.
I don't know where he was. But he was a time.
Definitely was a time.
But the one thing I did like about the club scene here was that, like, I mean, you had some people just standing. People were really dancing.
Yeah, it wasn't a bunch of sections.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally just like, it was basically like bar hopping.
Yeah, but
and it's free, and they have a lot of free entry places. You don't get that in every state. Like here, we was able to. Every place we went in was free. We probably went in about maybe six places. Jeez. I'd say maybe 6 places. We probably went in some places twice. There's this one place. I think it was all. It was like a Hispanic-y place or whatever. Oh yeah. They tried when we was walking in. The dude by the door, little Hispanic dude, he was like $5. And all three of us turned around. I feel like the security seen us and he was like, "Oh, you trying to charge y'all $5? No, y'all are beautiful. Y'all good." I don't want to be that person. I look, feel like he was only charging the black people. I think so too, and I think because I saw other people kind of getting in without getting charged. I don't know if and they were Hispanic. He was trying to run a scam. Yeah, like we go. I don't want to be in here anyway. We was just looking. We just want to get in the cage. The cage part was so get in the cage and to go. And we ended up in a speakeasy. Yeah. Crazy because it says the law firm, and it's definitely a dude sitting out front that's like a bouncer. Yeah, so it's like if it's a law firm or a club, and then you go upstairs. Remember that door was locked, but then this door was the speakeasy. Yeah, I was like, what type? Okay. Y'all split the rent or what? How does it work? Shoot, the people that own the law firm probably own the speakeasy. I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, that's some good extra money on the side or something. But yeah, the speakeasy was cool. It was not. Yeah. It was very like just chill. Right. See, and I think what some people don't get about Houston is they think it's all black. I don't know why. And it's really not. I think they think a lot of it is. I mean, majority is black and Hispanic, but it's a big melting pot. Yeah. Like it's a little bit of everybody. Stuff like that. I think that's why a lot of people. I say the party scene. I can see why they think like, oh, Atlanta and Houston, blah blah. But outside of that, they two completely different places. Like literally, and I would say Houston for the most part, seems like they have more, at least downtown area, clubbing spots. Yes, that are really clubbing spots. Exactly. Not sections and like everybody standing on the wall and stuff. Like everybody was dancing. Yes. Even the dudes looked like, and nobody. I mean, you know, some people had their phones out, but overall, everybody was really just vibing. Nobody was laughing at somebody because they was dancing. Nobody was like, "I'm too cool to dance." I mean, not like nasty or anything like that. Yeah. That also could have been the strip we was on because we wasn't on Watt. Is it Watt? That's the one we was walking. I think you had on heels. Oh yeah. Where that was more. That was black. Yeah. Either you black or you Hispanic. Which one? Yeah, that one over there was more black or Hispanic and less bar-y type of. Yeah. It was still free to get in though. It was definitely more bar hopping with that one. Yeah, but I don't know. I like bar hopping more than the club thing. Yeah, honestly. I just enjoyed those clubs. Yeah, should we just get rid of sections? Like, you know, I mean, you can have some, but not like you got all these sections and you ain't got no dance floor. You just gonna sit down and you get. I don't want to dance in the section. And then so like basically what I gotta pay to get in because most of these places with the sections you gotta pay for. I gotta pay to get in. I gotta pay to get the section. At this point, everybody's sitting down, my booty in somebody's face. I'm feeling like I'm out of place at this point. If it's a place that only has sections, well, I want a section because I don't want to be just in the middle. Yeah, like, and then somebody looking at me because they think I'm in they way in the section, but really ain't no space. So then I gotta pay for the section. Then I gotta pay for the bottle because sometimes the bottles don't come with the section. And then the bottle prices for the section be like $50 for a bottle. It be more than that. Sometimes, yeah. On top of the price for the section, at least with a section, let me bring my own shit in. No, for real. Let me bring my own. That ain't never gonna happen. But let me bring my own. If you gonna charge me this for a section, just let me bring my own bottle. Shoot, I'll buy a section at that point. I feel like just sections, they're overrated. Yeah. They messed up. It's like they up clubs, and it makes people not want to go out no more. Because me, for sure, I don't want to. Like, you can have some, but obviously after all that dancing, you're going to be hot. You want to sit down. But don't have it to where, like, oh, you have to reserve this. You can't do that and third. And there's more sections than walking rooms. Exactly. I can't even get to the bathroom for real because I'm over here. Yeah. I'm on this person. They in there fighting with this person because they thinking I'm trying to sit in their section. I'm just trying to go to the bathroom and squeeze through these couches to Like
that last place we went to, I forgot the name of it. That was probably because of the upstairs.
Oh yeah. I forget the name of it too. I think it started with Jolie's room.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. They stayed open till 5.
Yeah.
If anybody in the Houston area, and they were playing music.
And the DJ was good.
The DJ was good. They were playing good music. They stayed open till 5. The bar was so basically you walk in, right? There was the bottom area and there was a bar down there. Mm-hmm. Then you walk up another set of stairs and it's like a smaller area right there. And you would think, oh, maybe that's it. Then you look to the right of the dude that's right there, and there's more steps, and there's nobody guarding the doors where you or the steps or anything. So then you walk up that next set of steps, which is almost like you're on the 3rd floor, basically. Club.
Yep.
And there's nobody in there talking about sections. This is that and the third. They had like little couch seats, but it didn't seem like anybody paid for those. Like there was nobody.
You could just use them if you wanted them. Yeah. But like everybody dancing.
Yeah, there was like no security in there. Like, hey, you gotta get up and somebody stuff. Shoot, I was standing on the couch dancing.
I will exit the club.
If you just looking for a time, a vibe, free to get in, you ain't gotta leave at 2. Oh, the one bartender, she was really nice. She did say that.
Yeah, she was cool.
She was like, if you get there after 2:30, that's when they maybe charge free to get in. But if you're inside before 2:30, like any parts of the park, yeah, if you're inside before 2:30, they just make everybody go upstairs. Yeah. Is what it is. Because when we were leaving out, all the other floors were empty.
Oh yeah. Because when we came outside, I was like,
but yeah, I think that the top floor is the only part that stays open till 5. The bottom floors don't. So you wouldn't even probably know that it's jumping in there. From the outside looking in, like you probably gonna step in and be like, everybody in here. It almost gives speakeasy too, low key.
Low key.
Yeah.
But party. Time was had.
Definitely was had. Definitely saw a bunch of characters. Met a Ukrainian man who I'm pretty sure was trying to say something. But that wasn't gonna go well. I'm too nosy for that, first of all.
I let Jack just let you guys talk and
you guys, I was looking at his phone.
I was looking at him like, wait and see, what you trying to do, buddy?
Especially when he does with he does porn.
Yeah, that was weird.
Right. But then we asked you what your career was, and it's like you couldn't tell us.
He was like, I'm in manufacturing.
Manufacturing what? Like, we ain't no
like,
pros.
Commercial products. And I was like, what kind of commercial products?
Yeah, like, you beating around the bush. Again, we ain't no dummies. I'm pretty sure that worked for some other people who ain't that educated, but like, no, what is your career? Like, what do you do specifically?
See, that's why I feel like sometimes when you go out, I'm not saying be mean to people, but like,
a little bit.
You can't be nice to
everybody. Because then they be up in your face.
This was like a couple of seconds, like, nah.
That's why I always give a fake name. Deja tried to steal my name.
I really couldn't think of anything, because by that time I was a little toasted.
I couldn't really think of anything when I made up the name either. But don't say that.
He was like, what's her name?
We both can't be on your shit.
No, I said Sierra.
Oh. I thought you said you used my name.
No. Who said Sierra?
The name that I used. The Ukrainian dude asked T what her name was. She said Tierra, and then he responded back and said Sierra.
Oh.
Yeah, she used her real name.
I'm so weak. Oh, yeah, that is your name, and you Sierra.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. I used the name Anya.
Anya is crazy.
It's basically my name. Saying it wrong. Anya.
Anya.
Anaya. Yeah.
That's like...
You're almost saying Ania, but you're saying Anya.
Whatever you got to tell yourself.
That's a good one, though.
Yeah. So, the fake names... I don't know. That whole, like, you know how some people be like, do you give out, like, a fake number because you just want... I'm not doing that.
So, what I do, I've learned to do, because especially with work and people coming at work, when I ask for a number, what I've learned to do is I'd be like, oh, I don't get my number out, but you can have my Instagram. It ain't nothing for you to be a fan of me, you know what I mean? But you can have my number.
I literally, no.
But if they like, because some, you know.
And you know.
Some be hounding. No.
No.
Yeah,
it's going to be no every time.
Go follow me on Instagram.
And now I'm finna get belligerent. No.
Go follow me on Instagram.
Because no means no. Why should I have to give you another option if I don't want to?
To get nigga about your face.
No. That's it. No number, nothing.
For the ladies where that doesn't work, because that does not always work.
It does not. And for some, I don't know. I never had no problem.
Like, for the, I mark a little bit. For the ladies where that doesn't work or whatever, you know, go ahead and give me your, matter of fact, give me your nigga Instagram if you got one.
That is not bad.
And sometimes, you know how they be like, here, take my number down. No, that I'd be like, nah. I'd be like, my phone dead. I'm quick to say that when my phone's dead. Because I think one of them asked me last night, and I was like, huh?
Anya be lying.
What? Because I ain't got time. I don't know. I grew up where, like, niggas, you tell them no and they start just yelling at you. I ain't trying to deal with that. You finna ruin my night.
I feel like, thank God I've never been in that situation.
Yeah.
So that's why I never felt the need.
That's probably why you just be like,
no. I should not have, like, bro, no means no. You know how that sound?
It definitely
no means no.
No means no, and these grown ass men cannot fathom the idea of a woman.
That's the problem.
They just a pick of cop.
That's why we keep seeing all these allegations going around. No means no.
Exactly that.
That's wrong with y'all.
They be thinking no means, oh, okay, I just need to try harder.
No.
Or no means, let me try to persuade her.
I just feel like, I mean, maybe everybody can pick up on social cues, but you know if somebody is feeling you or not. Like,
you literally know.
You know. She will at least smile or something at you. Most girls, when they really don't want you to be like, keep back, they're just gonna be like, no, like, sure, I'm good. Or like, no, I'm good. Like, it'll be something like that. No, and just respect that. And just walk the other way.
Because she didn't disrespect you. Now, some bitches do be like, ugh, nigga, nah. Ugly.
Yeah.
She disrespects you, but
they do.
Take your pride. Just walk away.
Yeah. Because we was in the airport, right? Mm-hmm. I gotta tell you this. We saw Rakai and Ray and all of them. Mm-hmm. And some girls, they were on our flight, and one of them, I guess she's like a blogger or whatever. She was vlogging over the flight. So, I guess they was going to pick up their bag, and we just so happened to kind of run into it. Like, it was all of them, all them streaming niggas. Mm-hmm. And then the two girls, she was like, oh, that's the guy from Streaming University. And you could tell they were young. They was like, oh, okay. Yeah. So she was like, can we get a picture? And Ricardo was like, yeah. But he's like, hurry up, because we're trying to get to our car. She got her camera on her blog, like, hey, tell my blog hi. And I guess one of the streaming, no, they didn't have no security. I mean, at least I didn't see them, but one of the streaming guys, or maybe a little entourage or whatever, he tried to jump in or something like that. And she was like, I don't know you. And I was like, see, this is why people don't be trying to talk to fans right now. You could have just easily just been like, oh, I'm just trying to get one with him or something. Like, you didn't even have to do all that.
Hey, is it cool? I just want a picture of me and him.
She was like, oh, I don't know you. I was like,
well, you know they be talking about clip farming. That's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
High key.
Because somebody probably gonna find her. She was recording the whole time. I'm pretty sure one of them was maybe recording every day.
It was great seeing them in person. I'm like, dang, they look so young.
They is young. Well, at least for Kai. He's still in high school. What is he, like 16? 15? 16? Yeah. Yeah, baby.
They look like babies.
And they, Ray, them Asians, they age, but not really. So,
they have the best skincare. They have the best skincare.
And that's why they good.
Skin be looking like glass.
But I mean, their skincare routine like 2 hours. I done seen some of theirs on social media.
2 hours?
All the shit they be doing, they be having that chin strap thingy on, and they be having some right here, and they having some under, and all the stuff, the face thing on, and they take it off, and then,
You saw people started sleeping with that on?
Yeah, yes, they're sleeping with it on. That's why I'm like, they taking it off.
Because I'm not a mouth breather, so I've never really had that problem, but like while I'm sleeping. The people who, put the tape over, okay, if you're not a mouth breather, you'll be fine. But with the whole, helmet looking thing, I understand, it shapes your face and gives you more structure and all that. It's cool. Me personally,
if you wasn't meant to look like that,
all that.
I like to be comfortable when I sleep.
Word. And they was saying, it's
free
not that bad. So, you have a whole overnight mask on. You got the
things under your eyes.
You got this whole wrap. and then your hair tied down. That's already, sometimes when you leave a bonnet on or a scarf on for like hours and hours, you might get like a headache. All of that.
Like your face ain't hurting and stuff?
I don't wake up with a migraine.
I can't do that. I wake up with dang rashes on my face from having that shit on my face overnight. Actually. Yeah. So I don't see how they do that either.
I didn't even know they made overnight masks. Because I'd be like, how do you keep it on?
I guess you.
Because when you're like a bad sleep.
They probably got something to hold their arms up and shit so they don't move.
Girl.
I mean, something. Because me, I'm a wild twist and turn.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, so.
I know.
I don't know.
That thing, ooh, like a bear.
Yup. I don't care if I'm a mouth breather or anything.
You are a
mouth breather. I sleep. I snore.
Yes.
So.
Yes, you do. I would say you a solid deep sleeper though.
Yep.
It take a lot to wake you up.
Correct. Unless I know that I need to be.
Because mentally you're prepared for it.
Yeah.
I be feel the same way, but like, no. It'd be like.
Sleep. I'm just sleep.
Like, I can't even shake you because you'll still be asleep. I remember when I first saw you like sleep, obviously I didn't know that you would sleep with your eyes open. So it was like, he was like kind of leaning out the bed and like eyes was like open a little bit.
You've been dead. She playing.
And I was like, I said, oh no.
Somebody help her.
I said, oh no. That's why whenever I would spend the night like in your dorm room, because I was like walking back to him, I had to make sure I would go to sleep first. Because, no, bro, if you fell asleep before me, I'm going to hear that.
Just turn the TV up.
No, that's the
problem.
TV be on 300. Your TV is so loud.
You scroll a little bit.
I used to, bruh, because like sometimes I would fall asleep and like, because we was already watching the show, I was just tired. Next thing I know, and it's like Rick and Morty. And I'd be like,
and I'm just over there, it's comfortable.
One night, I couldn't find a remote. I was getting so pissed. I unplugged the TV. I was like, bruh. And you did not even move.
Which is surprising because T did that. She came in my room and turned my TV off. One time she said it was like kept playing the Rugrats theme song or something like that. And she said as soon as she got into bed, she heard the TV turn back on.
Bruh, you had a problem. You had a problem.
It's a comfort. It's comfortable.
Like I get it, but like for it to be that loud is crazy. Like it's like you have it loud like you in a movie theater.
Maybe I'm deaf.
You are.
So it's not loud to me. It's loud to y'all.
Jesus.
That's a y'all problem.
Jesus.
Yeah. But yeah. Streamers University, I feel like it would have been fun. Like a fun, I don't know. What's your take on it?
I feel like, for me, it might have been a lot going on.
Like too many people.
There's cameras everywhere.
Yeah, like, that would have got.
Because content is content is content is content. That might have been like, what the freak? I feel like you would have had a ball, though. I feel like you would have had a ball.
The part of the people, though. You know, I like the people thing.
Yeah, but like, I don't know, like all the crazy stuff that they was doing, you would have been right there doing it.
Fun. See, and I think some people that went there didn't take the opportunity like they should have.
Yeah.
Like, I would have been in every person who I knew was famous. It would have seemed
kind of like get your
but I
emotion
kind of
going.
would have been in their face.
In a world filled with challenges, finding someone to listen, understand, and guide you through life's ups and downs can make all the difference. That's why this episode of I Gotta Win the Lotto is brought to you by Dr. Hood. Dr. Hood is an up-and-coming intern therapist on a mission to help you navigate life's journeys with compassion, empathy, and understanding. She is currently working with Georgia Hope, and she brings a fresh perspective and genuine passion to her work. Follow her socials so that you will be able to ask her questions and just understand the full power of therapy. And also stay informed about all of the new ways that we are discovering help people in their mental health.
I would have had my stream, right? Mm-hmm. My stream would have been on. I know they streaming. I would have went and introduced myself to them. I'm on my stream, they stream. Now people on their stream see me. They might want to come to my stream and see who I am, what I'm about, whatever. You know, and I would have did that to every single person that I know is popping for real.
Yeah. Just to get your motion going.
Just to get my motion going and get my face in. Because sometimes all it takes is for you to get your face seen on one of their streams, and you know people are like, oh, who that? Who that? Who that? What you saying? Who that? Because the bitch bad? Or you saying who that? Because you know, funny or something? You know what I mean? Though, like that's all it takes.
Yeah, I definitely like if I were to go. It would have been like, okay, whoever is here, we all doing something. We making TikTok videos. We doing challenges. We doing something like
something to make yourself different from everybody else that's something. There. Like, how can I make myself stand out for everybody that's here already? Because okay, we all made it here together. Now, what can I do to make them be like, oh, let me see what. Like one of them bigger streamers be like, oh, let me go over here to her.
I'm like, bro, we would have been dance battle, like anything that we could have got, we get.
Something.
I mean, even though he put a lot of his money and time into it, I mean, I think it was really cool that Kai put a lot of people on like that. I just wish it was longer than a weekend. I thought it at least would have been like a week.
Oh, yeah, I thought it was going to be like a week too. But I guess also the amount of money that went into it, and then a lot of people probably couldn't do a weekend.
And you need a school with the availability.
And you still got to have your own money.
Space.
Like, you pay for a lot of stuff. This and that there, but I feel like you still gotta. It's taken away from some people who actually work and stream. Some people who have the kids. They had to get there.
But he paid for all that. He paid for them getting there. Yeah. So I mean, but I wish it had just been a little longer, bro.
Or maybe how many people was it?
Like was it 150, 200?
Something like that. I wish he would have been kicking people out for real though.
That's not the same.
Like the girl that was mean to the other girl. You have seen them little clips.
Oh yeah.
She told her like she wasn't cute or something. First of all, we here at stream, we streaming. What is being cute, guys? What is?
Some people just gotta be mean. Like some people just be mean people.
Yeah, they do. They don't know no better.
And that was like that's something I won't talk about. That whole mean girl personality.
Because bitches think it's cute.
It's not though.
Until they get humbled.
It's really not like you really just being a bitch.
It's a lot of times it be the ugly bitches that be being the mean girls.
Yeah,
it be some cute ones too.
I mean, yeah, it be some. I just understand like why you feel like you just have to break, like put somebody down. Yeah. And or if you see like they getting like a little light shine on them, you just have to them there like just so like to make because they really don't, but to make yours seem like it's brighter.
Jealousy,
weird.
It's strong. Jealousy makes people do a lot of unforgivable, crazy things. Jealousy put niggas in jail. Right? So.
That's true.
Exactly that. Jealousy and then people being insecure. Put those two, have one person that has a very jealous mindset and is also insecure. Yeah. That's dangerous. Right there. That's a dangerous person. Actually.
Crap. You described it perfectly.
Oh. Deja trying to say that is somebody, and she over here trying to whisper it to me like I can hear her.
Bruh. Dang.
But she don't want y'all to
read my lips, man.
Okay, well, don't whisper.
I mean, oh my God.
You're supposed to say it. Are you just supposed to?
Y'all probably know what I'm talking about.
But yeah, she said I
talked about that lady before.
She said I done described somebody perfectly. I'm pretty sure I described a bunch of people that y'all can say is jealous and insecure, and that they are very evil. People you don't want to be around because they probably do some crazy ass shit.
And they just throw off the energy. Like, everything can be cool, and then they try to hop in and you be like, yeah, I'm out. Because it's like, why you gotta be like that?
Who hurt you?
No, for real. Did you see some of the things where people were, like, getting mad that some people didn't know who India was?
First of all, I don't even... Some people don't know who she is. The people who know who she are, I would say, are people who is maybe like our generation. We know who she is because she was kind of popping a little bit. But she was just like Instagram. Okay, like Jada. Jada Wade.
But the crazy thing is...
Even though she was...
Like, I knew, obviously, I've seen her before.
Yeah.
But I didn't know, I didn't know how she became famous. I didn't know what she did.
See, like that. I don't know how she became famous either. I just know her growing up, kind of like Jada. How did she really become famous?
I knew her from Lil Baby. I mean, I know she had a hair thing because I used to see her YouTube and stuff like that.
So that's all you knew about Jada too. That's why I'm comparing her to Jada. Jada Wade, when we were growing up, she was Instagram popping. You know, people that was like Instagram famous, or you remember like Tumblr, and it would be like some of the girls on Tumblr. All they literally did was post pictures of themselves, and million likes.
See,
they famous. They used to be like that.
But I found out about Jada because like her YouTube and then Lil Baby. That's how I found out about her.
Yeah, so Jada was famous on Instagram growing up, like middle school, high school.
I feel like I remember that she, all the sneakers and stuff.
Yep, the sneakers and like her hair. She used to have
I remember her.
And then she started the hair. Her dad went.
Yeah.
Then she started all that to.
But India is like I knew her because like pictures and songs.
Yes.
But I never knew how she got famous.
Same. See, and can't nobody be mad about that. Okay, see that nobody. I think people were taking people saying that they didn't know who she was as like they've never seen her before. And I feel like a lot of people, they weren't understanding that. People were saying that to say, like, okay, yeah, I've seen her before, but, like, what does she do for real? Like, what does her family do? This is that, there? Because her sisters were famous, too. Like, they had their own show, The Westbrook.
See, I didn't know that.
I never watched it. I think a lot of people didn't watch it.
I never remember that show.
Because it wasn't watched. I don't think it wasn't popular.
What was it on?
And I think it was probably too young to be into that.
Probably. It was like reality TV. Well, no, because we was watching Jersey Shore and stuff.
And they know her from the game, too. There was a picture of her in the game, like, at a park, and it looked like he was fingering her.
What?
That's why some people say, that's why if you ever read through some of the comments, like, certain stuff, people was like, well, I know her from the game.
Was that her?
Mm-hmm. That was her.
Huh?
It's a picture of him and a woman at the park.
Allegedly.
And they, like, kind of like, not laid out, but they like sitting kind of long like this, and it looked like
I don't know.
That was them.
How old is he?
I don't know. But India's not that old either. She looked maybe like Duke's age, maybe 30.
Game is probably like in his 50s.
She might be a little older than that, but yeah, that's what people know her from, but nobody actually really knows why her and her family was famous. Because I'm not going to say her. She was the younger sister, and her other sisters were also famous. And she was just posting pictures and getting famous from, I don't know, being Blazing or whatever the fuck she is.
Probably. But overall, Student University, I think it was a good idea. I feel like he kind of, since he's done it, he knows how he can do it better. And he should really make it like an annual thing. If they really try to make streaming like, because like it's so much money to be made out here. And there's so many people, like, obviously it's going to be different levels to it. But if you want to stream, stream.
And it gave I know it was big streamers on there, and smaller streamers and intermediate ones. I feel like it gave very smaller streamers a chance to get to meet these, big, huge streamers and either learn from them, get content with them, or whatever. Because some people, they never see famous people.
That's true.
They never see any of these
Especially depending on what you look at.
Right. They never see any of these type of people. So it's like, some of them probably feel like, oh, I'm never going to get my content off and stuff like that. You feel like Kai could be as big as Mr. Beast?
I feel like he could.
Yeah.
I feel like he could.
Mr. Beast is like, he took his stuff to a whole other level. Like,
but he been doing some crazy stuff. Like,
that's the whole other level. Like,
when he was in that casket underground, like 6 feet under, for 7 days, bruh.
The stuff people do for money. But then it's it's the way that he gives back too, because he gives back.
He does give a lot back
in different ways. Like, all right, game show. I've been trying to get on his stuff, but basically to get on his stuff, you have to just buy one of his candy bars from the grocery store, and then on the back of the candy bar, it tells you how to like sign up to be put in a thing for any of his games. But you have to have your receipt and stuff. Because I would go on that show. Like, when he'd be like 100 people, let's see who lasts the longest, or like the...
You think you could win?
I think I could win some money. I think it's possible that I could win last one standing. I feel like part of those games, some of it be luck and some of it be strategy.
Yeah.
Because some of the games is like, oh, well, if all these people randomly picked me to be voted off, I just wasn't that lucky today. It wasn't nothing I really did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, yeah, I definitely want to go on one of his games.
Yeah. Some of the stuff, like...
It's fun.
I think, like, obviously, parents, if your kids are watching these streamers, you gotta let them know, like, what's real, what's fake. And, just kind of keep them grounded. some of these kids really don't know the difference between TV dash streaming content and real life.
They don't, and that's because the generation, I would say the generation probably right, the generation right after us, they literally YouTube, or not even the ones right after us, maybe the ones right after the ones after us, is like the YouTube generation.
Yeah.
That's all, and they didn't watch no TV shows.
Yeah.
They literally watched YouTube shows. Like, that little 3-year-old be walking around watching Miss Rachel. She basically a streamer, if you want to be honest. It's just not live.
That's what I'm saying.
You know what I mean?
I was saying that the other day, like, streaming is the new TV. People really don't watch TV. Well,
I watch, I got the apps, but that's still like...
I feel like these young kids, they really don't watch TV. They just watch other people.
They watch other people live their life, basically. And then some of them get envious of how other people are living their life, so they grow up envious. Like, say you are... I don't use the word poor, but like, say you grow up kind of poor, and you are watching these kids that are the same age as you live with their families, make money. You're watching their lives. It can go two ways. You either gonna grow up envious of them, or you're gonna be like, "That's what I wanna. I'm trying to get like them."
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It just depends on that person.
But some grow up envious of them, which then makes them just like mad all the time or whatever. Like, oh, how come they get to have this? Or they ask their parents for outrageous stuff. Like, you 10 years old ask your parents to take you to a concert. Or to take you, like, out of...
To a concert you have no business going to.
Y'all barely have anywhere to...
Lay your head at
night, or sometimes you can't eat, but you feel like your parents are able to send you out the country because you saw this other kid go out the country.
That's what I'm saying, like, parents, they gotta keep them grounded, man, cause...
To let them know their reality, like...
Yeah, like this is not real life. A lot of this is just content.
And then these kids mad at their parents, thinking like, oh, you don't love me because they send them here, they get to do this, and I don't get to do it.
But you know what I do like, though? How some schools are offering, like, content creation...
As a class or something?
Yeah.
That's good.
And they're all like creatives of like, I forgot what the major is called. But it basically shows them like, listen, you went to school and they show them like how you can monetize, how you can
do all that stuff.
Yeah, like
I feel like
what's that school in Atlanta? Is it Is that the name of it?
The art school?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have one.
Which makes sense.
Because
it's art school.
Yeah, so it's like, I feel like that's good that you can actually show them like, okay, how I can actually make this a career, because at the end of the day, like, that is a career.
It makes hella money. It is a career. Some people think it's easy, but it's not.
It's not, because like...
It's like any other job of anything, because it's a self,
I'm pretty sure people don't want to stream every day, but that is their livelihood. Like, that's how they make their money.
That's right. Once that money start rolling in too, they probably like, man, fuck that, I don't mind streaming every day. And the more money you get, the less work. I feel like the more money you get...
Did you really?
Yeah. But it, like, slid out. So it might not stay. But it might... I feel like the more money you get...
But just don't shine rain all over. Just spread in your air.
I don't even smell it yet, so I don't think it's going to have no smell.
Okay, we'll continue.
I feel like for them, the more money you get, it's harder and easier.
Yes. I mean, more money,
it's more
problems.
Things you could do.
Yeah, but more responsibility.
Because now these people expect you to, like, well, we gonna drop another video. Then when you go live, what are you doing?
And it's like, you gotta keep it going because you don't want to lose that motion.
But then you gotta keep your life.
Yeah, it's always gonna be somebody else that's, waiting
on you to drop the ball.
And it's like, obviously, at the end of the day, they still want to show us what they want to. The people are not showing us everything.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So...
Just like a magician.
Yeah.
No, that wasn't a good comparison. Because I thought I ate that one.
Niggas gotta be like, okay. But, yeah, you gotta figure out what kind of content you want to put out. Like me, the podcast, maybe like some traveling stuff, gym stuff. But, like, not too much of my personal life. Like, because I feel like I just should not have to.
I shouldn't have to. Y'all don't need to know my business for what? Some people get too wrapped up in that shit. Now they showing up at your door.
And it's
they find out where you live at, and they knock on your door. Hey, yeah, I saw you at the store, and that happened to, I think, E. Kane or somebody. like I saw you at the store and I just followed you home. And I just wanted to say hi, but I'm glad that you. And then that's when fans get mad, talking about something. Oh, I met my favorite person and they were so rude, or never meet your hero, and never meet your.
No, this is crazy. You followed me home.
If I followed you home, pulled up to your house, grocery store.
I don't know, them crazy fans, they might be flattered.
But like, if a random person,
yeah,
you know, like, I don't know, you can try.
Yeah.
Now you know where I live.
Yeah.
That's the part that makes it. It's like now you can.
Or you might tell people. And now my safety is compromised.
And my kids' safety if you got kids. Like
that's crazy. Wow. Wow.
Fans be.
Yeah. But it definitely is wild to see. Like, wow. Streaming is the new TV.
Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'd be like, dang. Because I have a very, 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 very old YouTube video. I was still in like high school. I think I was in. Yeah, if I would have kept doing it. It was me. I did like a hair thing. It had got like 4,000 views or something like that. And I'm like, dang, if I would have kept doing it back then, where I would be now? Because like them other people who was doing YouTube way back then, it wasn't too popping. And then 2-3 years in after back then, they started.
Same thing with podcasts. Like people was like, I don't really want to listen to people talk. And then next thing you know, it started taking off. And those people that was like stuck with it, and like from the beginning, now they're the biggest podcasters.
Yeah, that is true.
So I feel like whatever. That's why I like.
We're supposed to do live next time. We decided to.
Oh yeah, dang. I mean, we still can we? I don't know. But that's why like I feel like you gotta get moved with the time when you're gonna be left behind. I ain't saying just go with anything, cause just don't be no follower. But oh shoot.
I guess we're gonna have to wrap it up.
Dang. All right, guys. That's another episode of I Got Win the Lotto. Till next time.